A plus A, Chapter 117. No Loyalty. Dark Angel. Editor, Kurisu. All right, we're all friends here, so stop fighting! Ling Han stepped out as the mediator. He now had a deep interest in that underground river, so of course he would not want these two girls to waste too much time on such pointless matters. Who's friends with her? Both girls said the same words at the same time, and when they realized it, they again exclaimed in unison, "Don't copy what I say! Ha!" Ling Xuanhuan instantly broke out into giggles. Hunyuan began to laugh too, though she did not know just what was so funny. She only wanted to join in the fun. Everyone's done eating, right? If everyone's done, then let's go! Ling Han stood up from his seat. No! Hunyuan hurriedly exclaimed in a muffled voice. The little girl had a very strong learning ability, and she was learning more and more new words every single day. Ling Han considered it for a moment, then said, Yutong, you stay here to take care of these two girls. Liu Yutong quickly shook her head and said, I want to help you. She was in gushing spring tear, so she would be able to help Ling Han. Ling Han felt a little awkward. This trip would not possibly take just one day, so who should he ask to take care of the two girls? Ling Xuanhuan was still okay, but Hunyuan was practically a man-eating little tiger. No matter whom he asked to take care of her, Ling Han would still worry. But it was very likely that unforeseen and unexpected dangers would emerge within that ancient historical site, so there was no way he could take these two girls along. Then I'll just ask Wu Songlin to take care of them. Ling Han decided after a moment's consideration. Li Xichan instantly rolled her eyes. Her master was a black-grade high-level alchemist and was also the headmaster of the alchemy department, and now he had actually been degraded to becoming a babysitter. She didn't know if her master wouldn't actually pass out when he heard this. Yet Ling Han found this to be a good idea because Hunyuan was definitely not a well-behaved child. So, in case she made any trouble with Wu Songlin's rank, he'd be able to easily smooth things over. Thus, when Hunyuan had eaten her fill, he brought the two little girls along with Li Xichan over to Wu Songlin's place. This time Wu Songlin just so happened to be at home, and when he saw Ling Han, he immediately came out to receive him as if he was the latter's disciple. When Ling Han told him of his intention to have the two little girls stay over with him, the old man of course agreed immediately, and in passing asked Ling Han about some parts of the major origin spirit replenishing technique. After all, this cultivation technique was completely one of a kind in the current era, so the old man naturally had a lot of parts that he could not fully understand. Ling Han lectured him patiently, and also asked a bit about the underground river before leaving with Li Xichan. After leaving Wu Songlin's courtyard, the two of them had not travelled too far when they saw a young man approaching them. He looked to be about 24 or 25 years old, quite good-looking, but his whole face had an air of a ruffian about it. He had even left the front lapels of his robes open, as if he was afraid that others could not tell he was a delinquent. Li Xichan's eyes sharpened, and a displeased expression immediately appeared on her face. From the looks of it, she recognized this fellow, but he was apparently not someone she enjoyed the company of. Xichan! The young man also saw Li Xichan, and pleasure immediately bloomed upon his face. He instantly walked quickly towards them, and looked like he was going to grab onto her hand, leering at her in desire. Li Xichan stepped to one side and dodged his attempt. Her brow wrinkled into a frown, and she said, Wu Zhongyi, be more respectful. Moreover, I've already reminded you many times. You need to address me as aunt. Damn woman! The young man by the name of Wu Zhongyi mumbled, and a cold smirk appeared on his face as he said, Do you intend to forget your debts? Don't forget. If my grandfather had not taken you in as a disciple, you'd have long since had your pants removed and be raped to death. You. Li Xichan's face paled in an instant. The young man's words were much too vulgar, causing her petite figure to tremble as she almost spat out blood in her fury. Did I speak wrongly? Wu Zhongyi gave a humph. You should have heard rumours about the character of that brat from the He clan. He doesn't only like to torture beautiful girls, he also likes to do it in public. If it was not for my grandfather protecting you, you'd be played with until there was nothing left. And now, you think your wings are fully grown, So you intend to forget your debts? As Ling Han listened to this, he quickly understood the inner workings of this issue. This Wu Zhongyi was the grandson of Wu Songlin and had a crush on Li Xichan, but Li Xichan did not like him at all. Sometimes being too beautiful was not a good thing. From this aspect, Liu Yutong was much more fortunate. As the princess of the Liu clan, who dared to covet her so openly? I will of course repay my debt of gratitude to master. Li master! Li Xichan said through gritted teeth. Fine, you repay the debt then. Wu Zhongyi said with a perverted grin. My parents also feel that we are a very good match. Why don't we just marry tomorrow? My parents would definitely be very pleased. Hey, you obviously look like a pig. What kind of strange thoughts are you having? Ling Han took a step forward and placed himself in front of Li Xichan. Your name's not good either. Wu Zhongyi, no loyalty. Just from the name itself I can tell you're scum. And who are you? Wu Zhongyi stared blankly. Pa! Ling Han's hand rose and fell quickly, giving him a slap. He slowly withdrew his hand and said calmly, The thing I dislike the most is people cursing in front of me. Wu Zhongyi only felt very aggrieved. Weren't you the one who called me a pig in the first place? Oh, I was not cursing you just now, just telling the truth. Tell me, which part of you do you think does not resemble a pig? Ling Han explained. He was still a very polite, well-mannered person. You're still calling me a pig? Wu Zhongyi instantly jumped up and, pointing at Ling Han's nose, exclaimed, How dare you? You not only curse at me, you even dared to hit me? Pah! Ling Han once again gave him a slap, causing Wu Zhongyi to spin around on the same spot for 4 times before directly falling down and sitting on the ground. He waved his hand a bit and said, I also dislike others pointing at me. Don't you know that this is a very impolite and a very rude thing to do? So hitting people was something very polite and very well-mannered then? Wu Zhongyi mocked in his heart. But he dared not speak these words out loud. He crawled to his feet and finally stood, pointing at Li Xichan, and said, Chan, and said, You ungrateful you actually gang up with an outsider to bully me. I'll show you. One day you will definitely marry me, and let's see if I won't. These words caused Li Xichan's pretty face to become a few shades paler. Even Ling Han could no longer bear to listen to this vulgarity. He picked up a rock from the ground and slammed it onto Wu Zhongyi. Ayah! Wu Zhongyi gave a miserable yell and fell directly onto the ground, no longer moving. Li Xichan's expression quickly changed and she said, You didn't kill him, right? It was true that she did not like this person, but Wu Zhongyi was Wu Songlin's only grandson. If he died, then that would mean that the Wu clan would end in this generation. It's all right. I know my own strength. At most, he'd be bedridden for about 10+ days and have a few problems with his memory. For example, he may not remember things that happened in these few days, or maybe these few months, Ling Han said, not very certain himself. Li Xichan rolled her eyes. And this was light for him? But Ling Han had acted because of her, so she was still quite touched. Don't bother with him. There's quite a lot of people passing through here, and soon he'd be discovered. Ling Han took hold of Li Xichan's hand and pulled her away. That Wu Zhongyi was indeed a detestable character, so he would naturally not mind having the former lie here and rest for a while longer. Li Xichan could not resist Ling Han, who was stronger than her, so she could only submit herself to being pulled along by him. You two. When they returned to Ling Han's place, Liu Yutong saw that the two were walking hand in hand, and a spark of killing intent appeared on her beautiful face.